How's it going, guys? Gonna be doing this video first time. Gonna be doing the trade recap of last week. And then gonna be doing as well a weekly outlook for next week. Starting off first with the trading recap, the trade recap of the two trades I took last week. Starting here on the weekly, we can see we have here a weekly sell zone over here, weekly buy zone down here. A lot of buyers here at this weekly buy zone, as we can obviously see. Coming over here into this weekly sell zone, we had an initial reaction here, resulted in a break of, we could say, this weekly lower wick here, which, that's a break of a weekly candle. So that's definitely a break of a structure. We come back here into the weekly sell zone again. We have this candle break above this liquidity above these wicks here, but still respecting the structure over here. So not really any bullish presence or signs at that point. Also, we had this candle here closing not strong at all, closing below the deeper half of the weekly sell zone, closing with the wick longer than the body and longer than the bottom wick as well, followed by this candle red. Nothing happened here, just ranging. Another sign of buyer's exhaustion and possible seller's presence. Then we have this bearish candle here, which breaks the previous 1, 2, 3 weekly candles. So that shows us some bearish pressure there. So already seeing the break of some structures here and the bearish candle engulfing the two previous candles here. Looks like we're making an exit away from the weekly sell zone and looking like we could come here to the weekly buy zone, as you can see here already. So coming into the trades that I took last week, we had this weekly candle here, expecting further bears to continue. So I was looking for sells, which we'll see. I took one sell and one buy. So coming here, we had this week candle start off with a gap down, already showing bearish pressure. And then towards the beginning of the week, we started to do a pullback here, as we can see, which to form the upper wick of the weekly candle. So weekly candle was bearish. This weekly candle last week, which we took the trades on, was currently bullish, and we know we were looking for sells because we are leaving this weekly sell zone, expecting to come down to this weekly buy zone, because these weekly zones, it's like a magnet. So coming here to the 4-hour here. So this was last week, and then this was the week. This was last week. As you see here, the gap down starting on Sunday, market open. Like I said, gap down, which it breaks the structure here. Then we come back here into the 4-hour sell zone. Why is this a 4-hour sell zone? Because after this here tap, someone important entered and caused the market to gap down. Like I said, broke the structure. First retest of a 4-hour sell zone that broke structure. That's why it's a valid 4-hour sell zone. And what do we have here? Already a pin bar candle. First signal here of possible sellers at the sell zone. Already seeing this candle here tapping into here and then rejecting. No bottom wick here, so no really liquidity behind this candle to continue up. So probability wise, looking like the bears could come in, sellers could come in here, in which they did. We have a engulfing candle here at the 4-hour, engulfing the previous 3 candles, which is a great sign. I got in here, which offered me a great risk to reward rather than waiting for a later entry. Definitely another great sign here. If we look into the 15-minute, we had this break of this 4-hour structure here, a retracement, which was definitely something interesting you want to look for in terms of an entry when you have a 4-hour candle breaking structure. You have a retracement, and then obviously the move happened. But I entered around here on this 4-hour candle, which was at 9 a.m. 9 a.m. as we can see there. Coming into the 15-minute. So on the 4 hours, as we said, we saw the first retest come back here. And then as soon as we tapped here, immediate reaction started a bearish structure here. As we can see, as soon as we tapped here, we broke this structure here, we broke this structure here. And then we had that retracement after breaking structure, which is a great time to look for sells. Once we entered here, I had put my stop above the 4-hour sell zone, and we then eventually got that move to down here to the 4-hour buy zone. I'm sorry, this 4-hour buy zone did not exist until here. So this became the take profit, looking for the liquidity down here to be targeted, which we can see liquidity was targeted down here below these lows over here, and then we had a reaction which then eventually got targeted the liquidity above this 4-hour sell zone. Honestly, with this trade, was gonna try to hold from the weekly sell zone, see if I could hold it down to the weekly buy zone over here that we have. So my plan was to take partial profits here, which I did, and then leave the rest at break even, hoping that I would catch the the weekly zone to zone move. And then obviously got taken out break even here. Liquidity, like I said, got attacked here above this sell zone where a lot of stop losses were sitting. And then as soon as that got hit, we could obviously see more bearish seller presence. So was able to secure some positions on this trade, which was earlier in the week. Then on Friday here, entered a trade here as price approached this 4-hour buy zone. Why is this a 4-hour buy zone? Because this trade led to a break of structure. It was a liquidity zone, as we could see, but we didn't know that before. We always saw was the break of structure, showing possible bullish presence, buyers presence. So entered here. Once we got over here, I'll tell you why now. In the 15-minute 4-hour buy zone, looking for a 15-minute entry signal, engulfing or looking for an engulfing or a rejection pin bar candle, and got our signal over here. This is about where I entered, and either it respects the zone or it doesn't. And as we can see here, it did not respect the zone. The good thing is that I knew this trade was being taken on a Friday. Fridays are not the best days to really take trades, especially if you're trading like a 4-hour. Maybe if you're a scalper doing lower time frames, you could take some Friday trades. But especially if you're a swing trader looking more on the 4-hour aspect, Fridays and Mondays are definitely days to be careful of. So those are the two trades. Oh yeah, and then so with knowing this trade is a little more risky being taken on a Friday, obviously we lower the risk so that even if this is a loss, it doesn't affect the profits that we made from this trade, and we still end the week in a profit, in blue, in plus, which is the goal, of course, protecting profits, protecting our capital, and managing risk as best as we can. So that's the trade recaps of last week. As for my weekly outlook coming into this week, so I'll start off definitely with this candle here, last week's candle. It's a beautiful candle for sellers. I mean, we have a long wick here showing rejection, and then a strong body, decently strong body close. If you look at every time this candle, we had a previous candle like this, it was followed by a bearish candle next, or a bearish move next. So for example, over here, kind of similar candle, bearish move, similar candle to this one as well, bearish move before we had the retracement for sellers to get a better entry. And then we came down here again, here similar candle rejection with the long upper wick, then a bearish move coming into the next week. Here again, long upper wick with the body decent strong body bearish close, rejecting the highs over here. Perfect opportunity for sellers to come in after a very strong bullish move. And then what do we have? Bearish structure. So with that being said, very nice candle for sellers and for bearish continuation. Coming to the weekly and then like I said, weekly sell zone. It looks like we're respecting this weekly sell zone. Especially the deeper half, as we can see, wick into the deeper half of the sell zone, wick, close below the deeper half of the sell zone, wick into the deeper half of the sell zone, wick, rejection, and now it looks like we're leaving the weekly sell zone, coming here into the weekly buy zone, possibly. We don't know for sure what's going to happen, but myself, I would like to see a retracement for sure. Monday, Tuesday, maybe a retracement at least to get more upper wick. We also have this kind of open area, which the market loves, open areas that we could attract a retracement. As you can see here, open area, liquidity above here that could be targeted to then have the bearish move continue. As we know, the markets love liquidity. As we can see here, we had liquidity above here, more than markets do, attack that liquidity, and then we had that strong bearish move. So definitely want to see a retracement to enter, looking for sells so that we can continue to that weekly sell zone over here at 150, 149. Definitely don't want to sell here as price has already made a low. You never want to buy low. I'm sorry, you never want to sell low. Definitely want to buy low. So yeah, that's the weekly outlook for over here. We've had a break of structure here. So now we could definitely label this here for our sell zone coming into this week. For our buy zone here, obviously got broken, so this is invalid now. And at the moment we have this for our sell zone that can potentially get tapped here. This would be definitely the best opportunity for sells if price were to come back here and respect it. It'll be definitely the best, provide the best risk to reward ratio for sells here to try to retest these lows around here if it does decide to retrace from here. Other than that, could possibly see a reaction if price retraces and comes back to here. Could definitely see a reaction at excuse me 153.5 where we had where the previous structure was, as you can see here with this bullish candle before we had a strong bearish close. It's Monday, definitely being patient as always, looking to enter only during New York London session, and always looking for the most cheapest price if we're buying and the most expensive price if we're selling. Other than that, not rushing into any trades if there's no trades this week, because there's no opportunities that present itself according to our plan, then no trades need to be taken. We'll continue to monitor the markets. Also, another thing is monitoring the yen strength that we could use here. This is the JPY, which is, the other currency we're trading against, the British pound. And as you can see here, let me clean this up a little bit. All right, so as you can see here, the yen showing some strength here so far. You have this move down here. We have the bullish move, retracement here, weekly here, swing point, respected this low around here, not breaking any structure, showing bullish signs over here. We did have a break of structure here, which is similar to GJ, where we had to break up a structure to the most recent swing point, but then the swing point before that was still respected, showing still structure being respected. So yen is also showing strength, while we have GJ looking bearish, and we'll continue to monitor the markets, see what happened. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Gonna be trying to do these a lot more, posting these on YouTube, posting these on Telegram. So definitely look out to join the Telegram channel and join and subscribe to the YouTube channel. I would greatly appreciate that, guys. Other than that, looking for a great week, productive week, with trading and outside of trading, and becoming 1% better every day, becoming the best version we can of ourselves, and becoming greatness. Love y'all and bless.